Hello, my loves. I am Mystic Goddess with your general reading. This reading is for everyone of every zodiac sign. So let's tap in and see what's coming through for you. Give me messages, please, Holy Spirit, for everyone that watches this reading when it comes to love. Give me the truth, please, Holy Spirit, for everyone that watches this reading when it comes to love. 2 more shuffles. All right, so let's see what comes out here. All right, so at the bottom of the deck, you have uniform. So someone's going to come in, but I see this person being reserved. This could be a rigid type of individual. They want you to look at them differently. Now, for some of you, you could have detached from this person, or they could have become distant from you, but they've been thinking about you a lot. Yeah, someone has been doing some reflecting when it comes to you and when it comes to this connection. Some of you are going to have a choice to make when this person comes in, okay? So you're going to have to decide whether you want to leave this person alone completely or if you want to try and make things work with them. I just see them coming in trying to take control, okay? Or at least trying to be in authority. At the top of the deck, you have fertility. So they are wanting another chance with you. It's giving energy of this person hoping that you are still how can I put this? They're hoping that you're still holding on to hope that things will work out between the two of you. Give me another card. But many of you are more focused on success, focused on your prosperity. All right, you have Beauty Queen. And if you notice, the card came out crossing on top of fertility as well as uniform. So some of you are no longer attracted to this person. All right, you're not interested in making anything work out with them. Now, there are others of you who are still attracted to this person, but some of their behaviors are a turnoff for you. Also, one of the reasons why this person is coming toward you or they're wanting things to work is because they know that you're better than anyone else that they've ever dealt with before. With confused being at the bottom of the deck, this person may have been sending you some mixed signals. They're a bit scatterbrained at the moment. For some of you, when they do come in, I see them beating around the bush to an extent. And what I mean by that is they may not directly say what they mean. They could leave you speculating, or they could expect you to put 2 and 2 together. They just make things a lot more complicated than it has to be. Give me another card. For some of you, when this person comes in, they're going to make it seem as though they're confused about what they've done wrong, or they could try to come off as though they're aloof. They're really good at that. Almost like you're being complicated or you're making things more difficult than they have to be. All right, you have blah, blah, blah. And you also have loyalty here. So some of you are just tired of the bull crap that comes along with this person. Okay, those of you who do want to make things work with them, you could be in the energy of wanting this person to prove themselves. Okay, it's like seeing is believing. This is someone who also feels as though regardless of whatever the two of you go through, that there will still remain a connection, a deep bond between the two of you. They're looking at you as someone who is unwavering or someone who is devoted. Also, I will say this, for some of you, they feel like you're the only one that truly has their heart. But see, the audacity is they let other things or other people interfere in the connection between the two of you, and they still expect you to be loyal to them. At the top of the deck, you have calling. So I see them reaching out to you. This is someone who is wanting to talk. For some of you, they could tell you about some type of news that they've gotten, or they could update you on what's going on in their life. So some of you could receive a text message, a phone call, an email, or possibly even a social media message from this person. Now, for a small portion of you, if both of you do have social media, they could start posting things to let you know that they want to talk, or they'll start throwing little hints in regards to wanting to speak with you. Give me another card. For some of you, this person could come in trying to test your loyalty in some way. All right, we have loose cannon here. So this is someone who feels as though they have lost a sense of control. Now, that could be regarding you, or it could be regarding their life in general. I feel like this person is really unpredictable as of now, or they could be looking at you in that way. So some of you are behaving in an unexpected way. They're viewing your behavior as a bit erratic as of now, okay? Or maybe even spontaneous. With a closer look being at the bottom of the deck, I feel like this is someone who could be doing a little bit of digging, or they could be looking at you closely, trying to see what you have going on. With hold up being here, some of you just don't want to deal with this person as of now. But there are others of you who are taking time to reassess the situation. Regardless, I feel like many of you are aware that you're either needing to distance yourself from this person, or you're needing to take a break from them. I feel like dealing with this person is really intense. Give me another card. All right, you have suspicious. So some of you are going to be cautious of this person, or you are in that energy as of now. It's like they put you through so much to the point where you could expect the worst from this person. There could be trust issues between the two of you, okay? And I don't feel like it's necessarily you being pessimistic. I just feel like they've done a lot of things to cause trust issues. So it may have caused you to withdraw. Some of you have decided to throw in the towel. You could be surrendering this connection, just letting things be what they are. And if you are one of the ones who have withdrawn, I feel like this person is a little bit pissed off with you. They may have even started doing little petty things to get under your skin. It's crazy because they tend to give you the silent treatment to get under your skin at times, or they withdraw from you. They distance themselves whenever they're feeling a way toward you. But if you were to do that to them, they can't take it. At the top of the deck, you have madness. So those of you who have been distant from this person, I feel like it's kind of driving them crazy. There have been times that they have lost their cool. For some of you, they have resorted to doing foolish things. That could be future energy for some of you. But yeah, this person kind of feels like they're losing their mind to an extent. Them being petty, them giving you the silent treatment, them coming off indifferent. I feel like you're not responding to it the way that you used to, and it's kind of driving this person crazy. Give me another card. So for some of you, they could feel like you're giving them a taste of their own medicine. Or now the shoe is on the other foot. All right, you have ice cream. Yeah, some of you are definitely detached. It's like there's a coldness. They're viewing you as someone who's coming off unemotional. But for many of you, they think that you're playing games or putting on an act. especially if you're usually expressive or if you're pretty transparent. They feel like you being cold, detached, coming off unemotional or unexpressive is just an act or a front that you're putting on. At the top of the deck, you have luring. So this person's going to come toward you with a tempting offer. It's going to be important for you to proceed carefully. I do feel like they have some hidden intentions when it comes to you, okay? This person could come in trying to seduce you. So it's going to be important for you to use discernment. With sucker for you being here, it's like they want you to be head over heels in love with them. There could have been a point in time when you were somewhat of a sucker for this person. I don't mean that in a bad way. I just feel like you had a really sweet spot or a soft spot for this individual. There could have been a point in time when you would do anything for them, or you were just head over heels in love. You could have even been blinded by love. But I feel like this person's toxic behavior has caused you to be turned off by them. Give me another card. I feel like they like the way that you love them. Okay. They may not be used to anyone being in that type of energy for them, willing to do anything for them or willing to go out of the way for them, being head over heels in love with them. They're not used to anyone defending them, not to the extent that you have. I just feel like you've always had this person's front, back, and side, and they're not used to having anyone with that type of loyalty in their life. All right, you have hesitant. So for some of you, this person wants to come in, but they're embarrassed because of something that they did, or they're really self-conscious as of now. I definitely feel as though they're self-conscious about feeling or looking like a sucker, looking like they're hard up for you, looking desperate for you. So they tend to hesitate. And for some of you, it's to the extreme. Like this person will literally at times wait to text you back, all because they don't want to look vulnerable or they don't want to look desperate. It's really weird. Like they do little things, or they intentionally procrastinate so that they don't look desperate. Give me another card. Give me messages, please, Holy Spirit. All right, you have runner. And that card came out crossing. So for some of you, this could be a twin flame. But for others of you, I just feel like this is someone who's afraid of intimacy. They're afraid of intimacy. And so, of course, they run or they self-sabotage. But with the card coming out crossing, it lets me know that your energy is magnetic. They feel like they can't keep running from the connection because your energy kind of pulls them in without you even trying. But yeah, this is someone who definitely struggles when it comes to expressing their emotions, or they have a really hard time opening up. For some of you, when they become distant, it could be because they're not used to processing certain emotions. And I know that sounds crazy, but that's what I'm seeing here. So instead of facing it, instead of dealing with it, instead of expressing how they truly feel, they shut down. This is someone who shuts down a lot. They really struggle with expressing their emotions. That could even be a childhood trauma where they were not allowed to express themselves as a child. They were encouraged to be closed off or not to talk about certain things. And of course, that's not an excuse, but I'm just saying. Yeah, with fire axe being at the bottom of the deck, this is someone who has a lot of passion for you. Okay, they feel the chemistry. There is desire here. There is intensity here, but I feel like it absolutely terrifies this person. It causes them to become distant. It causes them to sabotage. It causes them to run. But see, the audacity is they want you to be in that energy as well. but they don't want to show you that they're in that type of energy. So they hide it or they run from it. They love the intensity that comes along with you. They love that passion. It actually makes them desire you even more. It's like they lust for it. It's a turn on for them. But they're scared when they feel that type of energy or when it's coming from them. They don't like being expressive of that. I just feel like this person fell way harder for you than they intended to. Give me another card. Give me messages, please, Holy Spirit. All right, you have music here. So for some of you, this person could be connecting with you through music, okay? Or they're listening to music that reminds them of you. For some of you, they like your voice. Your voice is like music to their ears. At the top of the deck, you have round and round. So you could feel like this person is just a waste of time. Like you've been going in circles with them. You could feel as though the two of you achieved very little together, or this person has achieved very little when it comes to growth. Some of you could decide to talk to or converse with this person without necessarily deciding whether you are going to be all in with them or completely let them go. So some of you could remain on the fence a little bit. But there's no denying that this person is in a repetitive cycle. That's all it is to it. At the top of the deck, you have obliging. So I feel like one of the things that this person is teaching you is not to allow yourself to be taken advantage of, not to allow anyone to disrespect your boundaries, and not to fall into people pleasing. Okay, I feel like those are some of the main spiritual lessons that you are learning through this person. And many of you have learned those lessons. So when this person comes in, they may be a little bit shocked at how you respond to them. Or they could be a little bit shocked in regards to your behavior. They're not going to see it coming because they thought they had you trained. Oh, this person thought they had you trained. How are you going to train the trainer? You know, that's what this is. They thought they had tamed you or trained you a certain way. And really, it's grooming. This is someone who tried to groom you. So some of you really had to... you may have been conditioned by this person unknowingly, and you really had to release all of that. Okay? Like you really had to retrain your mind to think a certain way, to respond a certain way. It took effort. This was not something that happened overnight. I really feel like this is someone who groomed you and you did not even know at the time that you were being groomed. Now, when you look back at it, some of you can see it now. They may have been grooming you to allow them to disrespect your boundaries. They may have been grooming you to allow them to take advantage of you. They may have been grooming you to please them. They may have been grooming you to be blinded by love. Okay? But I feel like you've worked on yourself a lot. So you may not have noticed it at the time. Some of you may have, but most of you didn't. But if you look back, you can see it now. And I feel like they did a lot of it through manipulation. Manipulation and gaslighting. Wow. All right. And so that is the reading. Everyone, if you guys resonated with this or if you liked this reading, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you as a part of the Mystic family. I love each and every one of you guys so much. You take care. Be safe. Until next time, bye.